Hey guys, Shauna here. Being that we're moving into more and more prep for the upcoming open season, I want to touch on a couple of recommendations for our pull-up progressions. So first, prior to working kipping pull-ups, recommendation is being able to do 3 strict pull-ups, 3 strict dips. This is something that comes from the OPEX coaching certifications, as well as they acquired that through like Charles Poliquin. And specifically, they want to see it as a tempo of being able to pull up in about 1 second and then controlling down in 3 seconds for 3 reps. So then on the dip, it's going to be controlling down in 3 seconds, driving up in 1 second. All right, so looking to have those numbers equal, 3 or more reps. Okay, and then once you work into that, work your kipping pull-up. Make sure that you really work to master that kipping pull-up. Recommendation of being able to do 20 unbroken prior to practicing butterfly. I've seen a couple instances now where individuals have skipped over, really mastering the kip, gone straight into butterfly, and where I see the biggest limiter is when it comes to working muscle-ups and really getting an efficient kip with the hips on muscle-ups. It seems to be a limiting factor there in folks that have skipped over and struggle with that regular kip. And also those of you that are in that phase of doing butterfly, don't forget to do some touches with the kipping as well. Just working those fundamentals, it's really important. All right, so 20 kipping pull-ups prior to butterfly. And also just a note on that, if you're someone who has zero interest in ever being a competitive fitness athlete, then I wouldn't get too caught up in working that butterfly. And also if you're an individual who has a previous shoulder, neck, elbow issues, be really conservative about butterfly and make sure not to skip over the recommendations, as you're already going to have a basically a propensity to develop further irritation, so you want to really adhere to those recommendations. The reason I recommend avoiding the butterfly if you're not interested in competing is it's just that much more demanding than the kip. That like faster rate of motion, more demanding on that ball and socket of the shoulder, so it's just going to lead to the possibility of more wear and tear over time. And you don't really need that advantage to just be fit and healthy in classes. All right, and then also just to look from a weighted pull perspective, in the OPEX assessment, they talk about being able to do a weighted pull-up for women to do approximately 20% body weight, a weighted pull-up, and then also equal in the dip. And for fellas, about 33% weighted pull-up relative to the dip. So for 150 pounds, male, you want to be able to do about a 50-pound weighted pull-up. Ladies, about a 30-pound weighted pull-up. If you're 200 pounds, it's going to be about 66 pounds for the males, about 40 pounds or so for the ladies. So just do the math, figure out where you fall relative to your body weight, and then work those weighted pull-ups as well. If it's not been in the programming, that's something really great that you can add in outside of classes in open gym time, and working those overall development in the weighted pull-up. Also going to help into muscle ups as well. When you increase that strength to weight ratio, you're going to be able to like pop up into those rings that much better. All right, so keep building those fundamentals, work that baseline strength, talk to your coaches on any recommendations, and let me know if you all have any specific questions. Thanks so much, guys. Keep up the great work.